Welcome back everyone, JayborinoPlays here, continuing Celestial Irruption, a custom campaign for Starcraft 1 created by Desler. We're heading into the second map, so aptly named The Second. K'Lence is ordered to Thamasi, but is his own mind betraying him with thoughts of outer-world creatures and familiar faces? Join us next week on Celestial Irruption to find out for sure. I still really like this briefing music. It just feels so fitting to a StarCraft briefing, which is probably why it's used. The Empire, originally guided by a council of 12 leaders until General K'Lence had his troops take over the capital city of Nilokor and execute the leaders. K'Lence told the public that the leaders were working with Kerrigan and her Zerg minions. The public overwhelmingly supported K'Lence, not knowing that the leaders were executed for no justified reason. What are his true motives, though? Power, greed, or simply a psychological craving for war? Perhaps all, perhaps none. In any case, K'Lence keeps his lies in a tight circle that not even K'Lence is a part of. For if the public only knew, chaos would surely ensue. I think it's strange how the Empire in the past did not have an emperor but a council of 12. Is that not the defining feature of an empire, to have an emperor? Lence himself is captain of the Empire fleet, a large and powerful armada spread across Alarite, only recently reforming for reasons yet to be known. He acquired his position through bravery, as any nobleman would for any leader, by serving him to the best of their ability. His personal motivations are only a career in the military, a chance where one's abilities are challenged in intense situations, both mentally and physically. He does not crave war, but he will fight with all good intentions when there is a war to be had. Slow scrolling text. Lence, on recent orders from Emperor K'Lence, now has with him a small portion of the Empire fleet on a course to Thamasi.
What is this? Where am I? This is K'Lence calling in the Empire forces. Respond, please. This is K'Lence calling anyone on this frequency. Respond, please. Why am I unable to reach anyone? This is ridiculous. My readouts are all distorted. I cannot read anything off them. I'd better investigate the area.
Unable to decipher mission objective. Interesting. So we're like inside K'Lence's mind. It is Koei, from what I can tell from this briefing. I'll try to say that correctly in the future. Got a Shakuras tile set.
What is this place?
Let's bump up that game speed for these cinematics.
Narek? Narek, what is going on here?
He does not understand. He cannot comprehend.
Oh, I get it. Very funny, Narek. Sneak aboard my ship and create this cute holographic landscape. Well, you had me. Just for a moment, you had me.
Is he to be chosen? Yes, he has what we need. He will be the second.
That does it. Narek, I demand that you stop this immediately, or I will have you expelled from the Empire.
This one has loyalties. He will be a challenge. But if he can be turned, they can all be turned.
I get the feeling this isn't a joke. What are you talking about?
He asks too many questions. His thoughts dwell in confusion.
My thoughts? What, are you some kind of mind reader?
Thoughts surround us.
Thoughts? You mean these creatures? Is this some kind of dream?
He understands in the only way he knows how to understand. He will understand everything very soon.
Narek, where did you go? I don't understand. Talk to me.
Very interesting. Well, there's Emperor K'Lence.
My liege. Or another illusion.
I represent the failure before. The first. Your path must differ from what I represent.
The first. Back there, they said I was the second. Are you the entity the first? Or Emperor K'Lence himself?
He understands more, but still he cannot comprehend.
I am the second. K'Lence is the first. I don't understand what it means. You have to explain more. Terran, wait.
Ah!
I don't recall your face. Who are you? I am Ron, Protoss Templar. I do not have much time. Listen to me. You must not walk down this path any further. There is a great force at work here. I will handle it, but I need time. Until then, you must resist it. If he succeeds with you, he will have the same control over all Terrans. I'm afraid I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Who is doing this, and why? It is too late. The psychic link is being broken. Resist, Terran. Resist! Damn it! I need answers. I need to know what is causing this.
Ron got a flashy new portrait. He's looking real good.
You, Zerg. What?
Welcome, Coelence. Welcome to the end of the path, where your mind ends and my presence begins.
Are you behind these illusions? My friends and that Protoss?
Oh, they are not illusions. They are part of your mind. The parts that I have taken control of. They all serve me now. I have taken control of them. As for the Protoss, he is of no concern.
I don't understand. What do you want with me?
With you, very little. My focus is of a much larger scale. You are merely an experiment. It was easy getting to you. Still, you are not entirely useless. I did pick you for a reason. The first one I picked failed. But you have come this far. You will suffice for my purposes.
The bond is formed.
Cerebrit Nugdris up to no good, obviously. Trying to probably mind control us. It sounds like he tried to mind control the Emperor and failed.
Coelence, please report to the bridge. Captain Coelence, please report to the bridge.
Talk about your bad dreams. I must have had too much to celebrate our triumph near Nilakor. Report on our position.
We are nearing Tamasi. The Emperor ordered us to set up a camp outside the city while we send a small group into the city. This is a populated area. The Emperor does not wish to endanger any civilian lives. He will give you instructions when you arrive at our camp.
I'm thinking that maybe Nugdris tried to mind control the Emperor, which maybe is why the Emperor, the current Emperor, deposed the Rule of 12, the Council of 12, but then maybe didn't do what the Cerebrit wanted after that. I'm not sure, but Nugdris is the Cerebrit we saw from Fall from Grace, and also the Cerebrit that was working with one of the factions in Edast, providing them with a Zerg drone to use against the Peds. The Tarks. He gave it to the Tarks. And we don't know, I mean, things happened there, and again, those campaigns of Edast were never completed, but you can read the story on Campaign Creations, as I've said before. I should just link that in a comment in one of these videos so people can check it out. But Nugdris clearly still around, manipulating things. This is still in the Kaprulu sector. It's just the backstory is a little fuzzy for me because I haven't thoroughly read those types of things from Campaign Creations. So very slowly we're making our way over to these command centers. It looks like we're near where we are, near where we need to be. There's a lot of flags everywhere. Not sure what those are going to be used for.
Captain, I am busy at the moment, so I have made this recording to be brief and to the point. While I was taken prisoner, I heard that Michael Dallin was staying in Tamasi. This man is wanted for over 15 different crimes against the Empire, not the least of which is murder. I want you to capture this man alive. Reports are coming in that the civilians have fled from the town of Tamasi. For what reason, we are unaware, so be on the lookout for anything unusual. There could be more to this town than a famous resistance fighter hiding out. Kalan out.
Town of Thamasi, 0240 hours. Alright, what are we going to get? We have control over nothing currently. There we go.
Identify target.
Do we have Coelence? We do. We have Coelence and some medics. Find Michael Dellin. Coelence must survive. Alrighty, so you're going to hotkey you to 1.
Yes, sir.
Luckily, we've got some fire bats. Phew. Can we siege with these tanks? We can. Okay, so you guys are going to be 2.
Absolutely. I can hear you.
And we're just going to be very, very careful. Where do we need to go? There's some side disruptors down here. Sure. Maybe the background is that the reason we saw some side disruptors in the last mission too is that that's our standardized defense against Zerg. Perhaps. Is there a way out of here? There's a bridge. Okay, so let's move everybody up here.
Systems functional.
I can hear
And
you.
Koei Lentz, we're going to lead with our hero because he can take not a huge beating, but he can take a beating and be healed at the same time. We do have a ghost. I'm going to hotkey him to 3. We've got Koei Lentz, our tanks, and then our ghost. And then everybody else, we're going to hotkey to 4. And these patrolling units are slightly in my way. Not that big of a deal.
To find the resistance member Michael Desler. Our forces will wait here at this camp while we scout around. Let's go.
Okay, and we just want to... Oh, well, this ghost can't do anything. So, I mean, there's nothing we can control for upgrades or anything like that. These flags might just be representative of the Empire as opposed to you can enter this building or something like
It
that.
is an honor to work with you.
Okay, let's struggle to get these tanks across the bridge. You guys can make it. Don't try to turn around. I know how you like to do that sometimes. And again, Koei Lentz, you're doing fine. Let's just move these tanks up here and siege them up. And we can't repair these tanks, but we can heal our bio units. So we want to lead with the bio units and keep the tanks safe behind everything else. Apparently I had a Goliath in here too that didn't get added to a group. We'll just add the Goliath to my ghost group then, I suppose.
It is an honor.
All right, Koei Lentz and bio group follow up behind him.
I can hear you.
These fire bats are not long for this world. I can be sure about that. So I'm not too concerned about my hotkey groups. We can consolidate here shortly once they die. And, you know, if stuff dies, it dies. The biggest thing with campaigns like this is they give you a limited number of units at the beginning, and then at the very end, there's a boss fight, and uh-oh, you lost too many units, and there's no way you can win. I'm not a big fan of those types of boss fights that expect you to have a certain number of things survive throughout the map, unless you get replenishments at some point.
Receiving signal.
But, honestly, it's
Simple
fine.
strategy.
Okay, let's follow closely with our bio and then keep this unit. Let's just, I guess, move as a group. I'm just being very hesitant right now. This map is fairly large, so I'm expecting this to be like a mini game type
Go.
map. We'll see. Still haven't come across any enemy units.
It is an honor.
My ghost can't cloak, so
Go ahead.
seems like, well, we got another ramp to go up here.
Sounds feasible.
I could just stim and look around with Koei Lentz as well. I'm just going to use him to scout while my other units struggle to get up this ramp, and that's exactly the only way I could describe how they will function. They will struggle to get up the ramp. Many will go the wrong way. Let's see. Yep, look at that. They're turning around. Anytime a unit runs into resistance in StarCraft 1, it just turns around. And even though there's absolutely no other way for them to go, they will still turn around.
A simple strategy.
Okay, this is a dead end. We have to go down. And it looks like we're just going to be looping back and forth around this map. That's fun.
I can hear you.
Okay, so as long as this map doesn't have like an hour-and-a-half intro and then an hour-and-a-half holdout,
It is an honor.
I will be satisfied. And again, I'm using Koei Lentz. Interesting that Koei Lentz is in a marine suit. He's the head of the fleet, and he's just on the ground, boots on the ground. Koei Lentz, here he is, doing his best. That's a dead end. If we find anything with Koei Lentz, we'll back up and get closer to our units.
It is an honor.
Nope, not yet. Nothing. No, there's some Zerg here. And Koei Lentz is fine. This is what I was talking about. He'll be fine. He'll come up and get healed. Firebat's getting in there, and we shouldn't lose anything to these types of units unless we see an Ultralisk coming at us or something like that. But we're all...
Zerg are here on Alarite. Lens to base. Open a secure line to Nilocore. I want to speak with Nerek.
Well, let me guess. You're either lost or desperately in need of an interrogator.
Nerek, there are Zerg on Alarite, or more specifically, the town of Thamasi. We have only fought a few, but there may be more out here.
Interesting. Captain, continue on your mission. I'll take a wing of the fleet and head to Thamasi immediately. Oh, by the way, Captain, I took care of those Marines who failed to follow your security procedures. It was a most unpleasant experience, believe me.
That was not necessary, Nerek. Well, get here as soon as you can. Lens out.
I mean, it was kind of necessary. The Emperor said you have to do it. And even though it's depressing, and I'm not cool with it either, you know, we don't want to get executed for treason. So, let's,
Receiving signal.
Let's just go ahead and kill those guys who didn't follow our orders.
Go ahead. Sounds feasible.
We are not part of the Resistance after all, though we may be at some point, I don't know. Obviously something weird is going on. Something very strange is going on. Let's just go ahead and stim. Did that work?
I can hear you. I'll take
Yeah,
that
he
as
seems
I-
stimmed. I didn't hear the noise that they make when they stim.
I can hear you.
Of them taking the drugs. Alright, he's fine again. I'm just, you know, don't let him get too far ahead of us, but let's move on up with our bio. Move the tanks up. We haven't had to siege for anything, and what I should be doing more often is just saving, so that if we run into a large thing, we'll know where it is, and then we can move up with the tanks, set them up. And as long as we have 2 tanks set up behind us, we should be just fine on pretty much anything that we run into, I think. There's a lurker.
Go ahead.
Okay, got it. I stimmed with Koei Lens
Simple strategy.
so that we could maybe kill it before it burrowed. Oh, this tank took 1 little piece of damage. I am slightly displeased, but that's okay. Let's see what's up here.
I'll take that assignment. Let's
We
go.
can 2-shot
I'll take
Zerglings,
that
so that's why I'm honestly fine with Koei Lens doing his thing
I'll take
here.
that assignment.
Okay, let's move up with everybody else. Move up with everybody else. Keep an eye on who's going to get stuck and go the wrong way. 1 Goliath, 1 tank. Honestly, it could be worse. It usually is. Okay, and maybe I'm being too cautious, but honestly, I think this is fine. My ghost in the back is backing us up. Move on up with these.
It is an honor
And
to
let's
work
just
with
do
you.
this. I just keep selecting all my groups, my separate groups, and auto-attacking with them to the same place, but leading with Koei Lens.
Signal.
Okay, there is... Let's go ahead and siege up here. There is an Ultralisk. Let's get Koei Lens in the front.
It is an
Let
honor
him
to
take
work
the hits. No problem, because I know he can take them. But it only got 1 attack off, which I don't think would even kill a normal Marine. But we're in good shape. Okay, let's poke down here and see if there's any more Ultralisks. No, but there's some Zerglings. We can stim and back up and do some hold position micro here.
I'll take that assignment.
It's not stop micro, it's hold position micro, that's right.
I'll take that assignment.
Let's keep looking. I'm gonna stim and see, let's see how he can do against this. It looks like, yeah, Koei Lens can handle this amount of stuff by himself. I have the utmost confidence in him moving forward. Because he just killed, what was that, 3 Hydralisks and 2 Zerglings on him by himself. He wasn't even getting healed, so I'm very confident with this right now, with this group. We can't go that way, we gotta go to the right. It looks like we're just sort of going in a big circle. How are my medics? My medic energy is fine. My Goliath went the wrong way.
Go ahead.
Okay, we're going up.
A simple strategy.
And let's just keep an eye out for more Ultralisks. Though honestly, I think even just auto-attacking into an Ultralisk would be fine at this point. Be absolutely fine. Can't go that way.
Let's go.
Let's go ahead and save. My poor tank has taken 4
It is
damage.
an honor to work with you.
Oh, we've done something. We've made it to a cinematic area.
This town has been locked down by the Resistance. You can't go through.
Captain Koei Lens, Empire. You are hereby ordered to relinquish your control over this town on the authority of the Emperor. Our fleet is nearby. If you attempt to resist, I will have no choice but to order an attack on the Resistance members in this town.
Where is that Emperor of yours anyways? Hey guys, let's give these trespassers a lesson in humility. You want our boss, Michael Dillon, right? Well, he says you guys have to eliminate the Zerg from northeast. He's unwilling to let down our blockade even for a second. Cause you know, he wants to protect the civilians and stuff, or something. He told me to tell you he knows that you're an honorable man and would not endanger civilian lives, and neither will he.
You know, we could very easily charge our way in here and get all the Resistance members. But I suppose he does have a point. We will return after we have eliminated the Zerg to the northeast. At which time I expect nothing less than your full cooperation.
Oh yeah, one more thing. There's a weird Zerg building that doesn't appear in any of our records. We thought it'd be nice if you took a look at it. I'm sure the Empire would want to know what it is, too.
Destroy as many Zerg as you can in the northeast. Investigate the unusual Zerg structure. Koei Lens must survive.
Let's go.
Okay, well that was a weird little thing. My tanks were a little confused. They wanted to siege up, they couldn't siege up. Koei Lentz is blue now, so I'm glad I have him hotkeyed because he'd be a pain in the ass to try to find in this group of stuff. He's still he's still Koei Lentz, right? Koei Lentz, though, I have to say, you are a terrible, terrible commander. You just gave in to their demands right there. So that's all right. Apparently, you're an honorable man who probably should be fired promptly for failing to do a basic task. I know, I understand. It's a, you know, being like, I'm just making a stupid joke. It's more ironic that this is what, you know, somebody who's really nitpicky would say. I don't actually hold these opinions. Anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to move the infantry in the middle, keep these guys here. We're going to take the tanks and siege them up near the edge. So, like... Nope, no. Ooh, it missed. Ooh, it missed. That was very ideal. So here we go. Get rid of these sunken colonies. There's going to be more for sure. The Ghost has the farthest sight range, I think, so we may be able to move forward with it and see if there's more. Okay, yeah, so I don't think the tanks are going to be able to fit in there, but that'll be okay. Okay, Koei Lentz, stand on the ramp. You guys move up a little bit. We don't want to block the tanks. I'm just preemptively stopping my units from bumping into each other and then someone running down the ramp and causing a bunch of problems, because that's what's probably going to happen here pretty soon. Okay, Koei Lentz, just move up. Perfect. Again, I just want him tanking all the damage. I really don't want tank splash hitting him, but honestly, it doesn't really matter that much. Let's see if we can inch our tanks over and get this sunken colony, too, from the high ground. It looks like no. It looks like yes. Okay, and we're out of range of it attacking us. Great. Siege tanks are wonderful. I have a really bad habit of sieging up my tanks in range of sunken colonies. So I'm trying not to do that. There's a creep colony down here. That's fine. We're about to get splash damage. That's fine.
I can hear you.
All right, Koei Lentz going in by himself, cleaning out the Zerg infestation. Unsiege. The fact that siege mode is O is it's silly. Anyway, stop getting stuck. Get down here, Goliath. You're killing me here. Koei Lentz getting mostly healed up. We'll move the tanks down. And it really just depends on how far this Zerg infestation really goes. Looks like there's going to be some more stuff down here. The Ghost is good to keep close because of its range. Let's move the tanks up, and there's some more sunken colonies. Koei Lentz first. Hold position, and we're going to move the tanks up slightly behind him, because I never want the tanks... I just want to be safe. I'm never going to move the tanks in front of him, because that just means that something's going to unburrow and go straight for them, which is the absolute opposite of what I'd like to happen. Okay, hold position. Nope, you are in range. Hold position. Cool, and wow, these the tanks can hit that up there. That is nuts. Is that not nuts? That's crazy. Let's check if there's anything down here. There is. Let's just stim and kill these. Move in with my other units. They can kill the creep colonies.
Go ahead.
Koei Lentz, get in there, buddy. My other units really don't want to get in there, do they?
Let's go.
Oh, there's the infested Terran structure. I don't like that at all. Let's go ahead and unsiege, and hopefully we don't come across any infested Terrans, but we want to get rid of this first. This might be the building we're supposed to be investigating. But this is post-Brood War. Kerrigan's been infested, so I would assume the Terrans understand what an infested command center is. Okay, go for the infested command center, unless this is what we're supposed to be investigating. It's not. I just tried to move Koei Lentz up to it just in case. Either way, let's just destroy this and see what happens. I'm going to leave the Goliath behind the tanks in case... Well, no, not the Goliath. Let's just leave one Marine back here in case, like, an infested Terran spawns behind us. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm just going to expect that to happen. We still have to go up here as well. Slowly but surely. I honestly am destroying this with just the tanks and not my other units because I was scared of an infested Terran spawn, but it seems like that was not something we had to be concerned about. Let's just siege up and get in range of the
I'll take that assignment.
sunken colony. Hit the sunken colony, please.
Sounds feasible.
Really just waiting for vision. The tank range is farther than they can see, which is wonderful. Okay, and now we get in here. Decent amount of stuff. Medic's doing some blocking for me. They're wonderful. They are wonderful ladies.
Receiving signal. Sounds feasible.
Koei Lentz first. Koei Lentz first.
Let's go. I'll take that assignment.
You know what? Just stim and kill this. As long as Koei Lentz is the one getting hit, it don't matter. Wonderful. Okay, let's move up with the tanks now. Make sure my units are getting healed. And let's just not even seize the tanks. I don't even want to risk taking any splash damage because my fire bats are like right there in the line of fire. We do have a little base area here, so maybe we're going to get a command center or something like that. I don't know. We also have to slowly kill the larva. They have a lot of armor, so that's fine. Okay, mission partly accomplished. Let's grab Koei Lentz and keep moving left. There's still creep here, so there's definitely, well, it's just a creep colony. That's fine. Ah, Zerg Psionic Resonator. That's what we're looking for. So we wiped out a decent chunk of the Zerg, but this is definitely the building that we were going for here. Koei, why don't you move on up and investigate, buddy?
This was that strange structure they were talking about. I'm detecting psionic waves coming from this. It is some sort of psionic resonator. I may not know the purpose of this, but I think it's best that we destroy it. Open fire, man.
Again, horrible commander. Like, what commander would just say, well, this seems like something our scientists would need to know.
If it becomes necessary, we'll send some nuclear specialists down here to calculate the best way to destroy it. Let's head to Tomasi. Those resistance members should let us through.
But, like, the admiral of all people, I mean, he's basically, isn't he an admiral? It said that he led the fleet, which to me means he is,
It's an honor to work with you.
he's the head of the fleet, he's an admiral. I don't know, that might not be his actual title, but if he's head of the Imperial fleet, you'd think he of all people would be like, I don't know what this is, we want to study it, rather than just like, alright, just torch it.
Sounds feasible.
What the hell did they do to that command center? Whatever it is, it ain't natural. Burn it, boys.
A simple strategy.
Alright, back up with the mech units. Back up with the mech units, and we're just going to take our bio, moving with Koei, and then follow up with my other units. And I'm just going to clear out the rest of the Zerg, too. Looks like we have to backtrack, but I am going to kill the rest of the Zerg because I don't know what's here. Koei, don't. Koei, don't. What are you doing, buddy? Stop! Oh my god, why? You dumb bit? No! Stop! Stop! Stop. Good god. No, no. I know how they like to do that a lot. Well, I lost one Marine needlessly. One Marine isn't the end of the world, but it would have been, no, it would have been nice if I didn't. Bad tank control there as well. Slightly laggy controls, really killing me. We'll see if there's even anything up here, but either way, I'm getting rid of all of these Zerg because they may come with a vengeance later.
I can hear you. Let's go. I'll take that assignment. Let's go.
We still have a decent group.
Sounds feasible.
It's very unfortunate we lost our single Marine. All that means is that we can just go ahead and add this ghost to this group as well. Alright, keep on moving up.
I can hear you. I'll take that assignment.
And it looks like we've reached the end of this
A
path.
simple strategy.
Looks like we may have found where the Zerg are coming from too. No, there's more to check out here.
A simple strategy.
I'm just going to take Koei and look around here. Can he fit through here?
A simple strategy.
Looks like no.
I'll take that assignment.
A lot of cool doodads, though, on the canyon walls. Okay, so we've gone everywhere, so we're going to take Koei first and foremost, and we're going to bring him back here.
Strategy.
Ghost reporting.
And then followed by the infantry. And then the rest of my units inevitably are going to get stuck on a ramp somewhere. So the question is, is this going to spawn any additional Zerg? I don't know. But I have a feeling this is definitely going to come into play later. It's just, why is that there? It's also possible that Nugdras is whispering in our head, don't destroy that. That's what I kind of suspect. Nugdras was the reason that we didn't destroy that when we probably should have. Let's get everybody down the ramp. Let's get everybody down the ramp before we go and talk to them.
It is an honor to work
Okay, so here we go.
We surrender. Ellen is waiting in the northwest part of town. Here's my weapon. We'll wait for your prison detail to arrive. Thank you. We acknowledge your cooperation. As long as all of the men here surrender, we can take care of this nice and peacefully, and even reduce your prison sentence. Lens to base. The local resistance forces have surrendered. Send a prison ship out here as soon as possible to collect them. I can hear you.
Something is clearly not right here. I think we can all agree. I don't know what, but something is clearly not right.
It is an honor to work with you.
There's a lot of Goliaths in here, too. All these folks may end up going hostile at some point. I don't know, though. Okay, let's see if we can get across this bridge without somebody fucking up because the Bengalis is in the way. Get out of the way, Bengalis. Bengalas, perhaps?
Ghost reporting.
Go ahead,
Well, we made it through with only losing one unit, and it was completely careless, but honestly, it doesn't matter. It don't matter, at least it doesn't seem like it.
It is
A
an
few
honor
different
to
ways
work
to
with
go.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Koei Lens
It
is
an
blocked
honor
in.
to
Maybe I'll
work
just
with
leave my units here, or I just want to make sure I bring them all. Let's go see where we need to go, find the correct path, and then we'll bring the rest of my units up. But it looks like this is
Sounds
correct up
feasible.
here.
Let's go. A simple strategy. Let's go.
Is this like purposefully
I'll take
supposed
that
to be
as
a goofy maze?
Let's go. A simple strategy. Sounds feasible.
Okay, this certainly seems like it, so let's move everybody up here. I'm going to wait to see if they can actually make it. Okay, they're going to go around. They're not going to be able to fit through there. The rest of my units are going to take the smart path. This is fine. Oh, there's 2 ramps. That's great. So someone's going to get stuck on a ramp. They'll go up the right way. Either way, Koei Lens, I stimmed with him so he can get healed.
A simple
It
strategy.
seems like
Sounds feasible. A
we're
simple strategy.
near where we need to be.
I'll take that.
We're
as
very
a-
close to where we need to be, so let's move the rest of my units up so that they're prepared to deal with whatever is about to happen. We've uncovered a decent chunk of the map, so if there's anything left to be done, it's going to be probably in this left area. And then that psionic resonator, so that area could be removed or reused.
Go ahead.
There's Michael Dellon.
Well, well, well. Captain Koei Lens, face to face at last.
Michael Dellon, I presume.
Any good officer of the Empire would know my face anywhere by now. I've caused your people a lot of trouble. Hey, you all caused us the trouble first.
Unfortunately, I didn't come here to debate Empire politics or policy. I'm here to place you under arrest for crimes against the Empire. But first, I have a few questions of my own.
Seeking some knowledge yourself, off the record. Ask away and we'll begin your real education. You know, I like a man who won't just jump blindly into situation after situation without asking a few questions along the way.
Well, first, I'm anxious to see if you know anything about the masked force which attacked our base just outside Elocor.
Oh, hell, man, I don't get involved with the FC. I prefer small-time operations compared to that military strategy goal.
Excuse me, but you said FC.
Yeah, man, the FC was calling the shots there. Sorry, it's called the Freedom Coalition. It was organized by a famous resistance member. I forget his name, but he was one of the most feared resistance members.
Ah, so this Freedom Coalition, it is an organized military. Where do they get their equipment? And why don't you know the name of their leader? Being in the resistance, especially a well-known one like yourself, I would assume that you would have that knowledge.
I don't know anything about their operations. I'm just a simple man fighting for a cause he believes in, who happened to get into things too deep. I think I'm ready to stop fighting and step down. Let someone else take the tough assignments, you know?
Alright, assuming I believe everything you're telling me, why do all this? What is the point? The Empire lets people live their lives and do their duties. In fact, just about the only thing we are harsh on is resistance members. Any terrorist organization obviously must be opposed.
This is what it all boils down to. We got proof that Kaolan took control of Alarite by executing the leaders for no justified reason. Our proof? One of the survivors of the former government. He managed to avoid Kaolan's executions that day. The Resistance, or FC, has him stashed away somewhere. Don't ask me where, I'm not that high up in the organization to know that kind of stuff. But we know that Kaolan took control for his own reasons, and that he is about to lead Alarite into a war against the entire Kaprulu sector, Terrans, Protoss, and Zerg, for no good reason other than to proclaim himself Big Brother of the entire sector. The scary part is, Kaolan might actually succeed. I don't know if you've heard news around the Kaprulu sector lately, but with the UED presence, Terrans, Protoss, and Zerg are all grasping at straws at the moment to fight for control of the sector. Now this might not be as big of a problem as we make it out to be, but Kaolan plans to take control and put all dissidents into camps like we haven't seen in human history since World War II. Through our own covert means, we managed to get a hold of Kaolan's plans, straight from the Emperor's desk in Elocor. If he planned to prioritize the Zerg first, at least he'd be doing service to humanity, but he isn't. His first target is the Terran Dominion. He'll start at the outer sector platforms like Terra Orbital, Genid, Almai, then he'll work his way through Dominion and UED-controlled planets like Braxis, Durazida, not stopping to strip Umoja or Mora. Then finally, Koral. He has the equipment, he has the men, but most importantly, his technology divisions are years ahead of anyone else in the Kaprulu sector. That's where his main advantage lies. The humans in the sector are his first priority. He believes them to be too rebellious. Next, he'll move on to the Protoss. After exterminating whatever is left of the Ire population, he'll begin searching them out on other worlds. Rumors of a secret Dark Templar world caught his attention, which is why he chose to prioritize the Protoss next. He doesn't yet know what he's up against, but he intends to find out. Finally, he'll go against the Zerg. He believes the Zerg are the least threatening, because their behavior is predictable.
Do you actually expect me to believe this? How do you know if your informant is even reliable? Kalan executed them because they were planning to support Kerrigan and stand by idly while the Zerg ravaged world after world of Terran space.
We subjected the man to countless lie detector tests, hundreds of them. Once we had proved conclusively that he was telling the truth, we went online with the facts, and at that moment, the Resistance was born.
Incredible. Don't get me wrong, I don't believe a word of it, but I find it incredible that you would go to such great lengths to get people into your Resistance.
Hey man, believe what you want. I'm just passing the facts here. So that it? I'm ready to go to jail for all this. Got a lady friend I need to talk to in the cell.
Yes, the prison ship is on its way. Just wait.
His lady friend is probably the Resistance leader from last mission.
Assuming we go with this by the book, and hours equal days, how many days should we wait before, Project Michael D release?
Man, what the hell are you talking about?
You say we should say release A from Nilo K, comprende?
Hey man, you have got to lay off those stim packs.
Okay, let me see. Oh, I know. 2 women walk up to a guy and say, "How long?"
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me. Tell him to wait 2 days and 12 hours exactly from now.
Yes, sir. I'm so good.
Sirs? Mr. Dellen, Captain Lentz? We're receiving an unusual report here by some of our forces to the southwest. Some new Zerg have just entered the area. Very unusual ones. We still do not know why the Zerg are here. Perhaps this will give us some answers. Excuse me, gentlemen. Our prison ship will arrive shortly. Until then, feel free to move around town, but do not attempt to leave. I will investigate this latest Zerg occurrence.
Exposition. Oh, it's new dress. It looks...
You're the same Cerebrid from my dream.
Welcome, Captain Lentz. Welcome to the demise of your planet.
Listen, I do not know who you think you are, but I assure you Alarite is more than prepared to handle the Zerg.
Perhaps normal, sir, but the mutations I have in these cocoons are far more powerful than any normal Zerg. Once these creations are purged of human virus on this planet, it will be clean and pure for the Zerg to breed. Of course, that is just a secondary ploy, isn't it, Captain Lentz?
I do not know what you mean.
It is of no importance anyhow at the moment. For now, you need only know that your world shall be turned into a breeding ground for my brood. Behold my most powerful mutations. Behold my most powerful mutations. Why are my mutations not hatching?
I do apologize, Cerebrid, but our technology far advances anything you have.
Oh, this is wonderful.
Why, surely, Cerebrid, you didn't think we wouldn't ever be prepared for a threat like the Zerg, did you? Our scientists spent years researching just how to do it. From that, we were able to build psionic disruptors all over Alarite. Disruptors which will prevent Zerg from hatching.
I command you to use your strategic skill against your own, the Empire.
No, I won't. I can't. You are not in control here. I am.
I am more powerful than your weak mind, Terror. You will give in to me. You will do as I say. Attack.
Merrick, I can't control. Yes, I will obey. Narek, defend yourself.
Oh dear, and it just ends there, huh? So it was kind of funny how this was a callback to Fall from Grace Mission 1, where we went in with Rond and 7576 and Tane. Now, Tane I can get into. But we had to fight, and it was this exact same layout. He had the cocoons, he had the Nidus canals and the creep colonies, and it was a big boss fight. And this was turned on its head because Narek flies in. He's like, nope, can't hatch your shit. I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. I've been corrected. It seems like Koei Lentz is a captain, but I thought he was the head of the whole fleet, maybe just a part of the fleet. I'm not really sure how. Maybe ranks just work differently. It doesn't matter. I'm just kind of bullshitting here. But when I come back, we will head into the second part of Mission 2. That's right. The next mission is actually called 2-2, so it's not just me splitting Mission 2 into 2 parts. It was just 2 different maps, and instead of just calling it Mission 3 for whatever reason, he decided to keep it as Mission 2. I don't know. Whatever. These decisions were made a long time ago for me to worry about them, but I will see you then. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye now.